they don't just perform shows. They don't just play music. They take over a room and leave everyone wondering what just happened. Flamenco, Latin jazz, funk, Afro-Cuban grooves, all in one band, all in one night. Patax are closing our grand final gala on July 10th in Montreux, and we had to ask them everything. So, welcome to I Love Jazz podcast, and hi Jorge, very happy to have you here at our podcast episode. How are you?
It's my pleasure. I'm really excited to share my opinions and my music with you guys. It's going to be fun.
I want to also to introduce Luis, who is our concert director. Hi, Luis.
Hello, how are you? Welcome, George. Long time without working together, Mike. It's a
Yes.
pleasure to me to have you on board in
Thank
this
you.
new event. You will get amazed at people there in Montreux.
First, I want to ask you, like we mentioned, it's flamenco, Latin jazz, funk, Afro-Cuban. So that's not a band, that's a whole continent together. So how did all of that happen? Tell us more about Patax and how the idea was born.
Yeah, thanks for the question. I feel like a cook when I'm arranging music, and the ingredients that I have to do my meals, my dishes, are the ones that I've been studying and gathering in my musical life. I have been very fortunate to be living in Spain and traveling in Africa, and I've been in Cuba a lot. So when it comes to compose or arrange, if I'm honest with myself, I only have those ingredients. I could fake and do some other stuff, but that's not me. Flamenco is in my system. Afro-Cuban music was my first love outside of my comfort zone. And then jazz also came into my life a little bit later when I went to Berklee. And also the music that I listened when I was a teenager, Prince, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, all that is also in my DNA. I keep studying and getting deeper in all those fields. I keep studying Afro-Cuban music, flamenco music, which is completely endless. Of course, jazz is an approach to everything. It's more than a style. It's like an approach to how you improvise in every scenario. And if you put all those ingredients in a cocktail and you shake, then you have Patax. So it's not something that I want it to be that way. It's just the natural result of being honest with my roots and my love for some type of music.
Lovely. That's a really nice explanation. I can tell you, like, I would like to see what you're going to cook at Montreux.
And I could give you an example. Billie Jean is one of the songs that we recorded in one of our albums, the album Patax Plays Michael. Billie Jean is a 4/4 time signature. Boom, boom, bing, bing, boom, 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 bing, as we all know, right? Okay, if you are going to cook that meal, but you have been in the south of Spain for some years, then suddenly you think, hey, wouldn't it be beautiful to play the same melody, but as a bulería, which is in a 3/4 time signature, instead of in a 4/4? For example, you could do pa pa pi pa pi pa 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 pi, or you could do also pa pa pi pa pa ta ta pa pa ta ta pa pi pa pi para. It's para pi pa para pa ta pa pa ta ta pa pa pi. You know, it's a 3. Okay, you start cooking and it's like, wow, this is tasty. It grooves, it's fine. But then when you come to the Billie Jean, it's not, the main theme of the song. It's like, man, this has a tempo that really resembles a cha-cha-cha. When I was studying cha-cha-cha with Changuito in Cuba, pa, 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 So why don't we do Billie, not Billie Jean in a cha-cha feel?
This is the amazing thing of interviewing a musician. He speaks more with the music than what he do with words. It's all the time that, pretending to be playing music instead of actually working, just playing what he feels.
That's true. So when you put all, it's, as I mentioned before, it's like cooking. Let's cook the verse in 3, but then the chorus in a cha-cha, and then the solos in this type of other flavor. And you have to know the flavors and the ingredients, because otherwise the meal is uneatable. You have to know them. But when you know them, you can give a different taste to something that you already knew, like Billie Jean.
Yeah, totally. That reminds me so much that actually majority of our weekly winners from AI Love Jazz contest, they explained that AI tools are there to cook stuff together, basically to put rhythms there, put the different ideas, and to come out with ideas for different genres, different songs. And so this reminds me of my next question, which is, as you are like the lead of the rhythm, so to say, and we know that machines sometimes struggle with that most. Have you heard any AI-assisted song or any AI-created songs? And what's your opinion on that?
To be honest, I've been trying to escape from that. But since an AI can beat Kasparov in chess, for example, I could still do my music. Nobody's going to forbid me to continue creating. But I'm pretty sure now or pretty soon, AI is going to be able to do everything better than me. Maybe it's not going to sound exactly like me, or maybe yes. Please do something that sounds like Patax. But I'm sure it's going to be unbeatable. It's not as easy to put a musician to play congas yet, a machine. But when it comes to create, to compose, it's their time.
Do you remember when long years ago we started writing with a paper and a pen? We've been writing music with that, and we use a tape, the tablet, and nobody disclaimed. Then we use for a tool and all these several tools. These, in my eyes, is a new tool, a very powerful one. It's not the same that you're gonna get the AI tools to create the full music for you. It's you can support yourself to improve your music, or even to get some powerful help in order of the music you have in your head, and you can put it out with the help of a very powerful tool. That's how we see this. We don't want to substitute musicians in this concert. We're gonna make the music created by AI for somebody in the world. We're gonna make it live with our band. That is what we play with. We think it's a new tool, and a lot of people will use it because it's very powerful and it will improve.
When it comes to creating the content, it's going to be unbeatable. But when it comes to perform, then you need us so far.
Of course.
And then jazz, the good thing about jazz and all the type of music that has a jazz approach is that it's at the same time performing and creating. When you are writing pop music, you are being creative, and then you go to perform, and you are not creative when you are performing. You are playing what is supposed to be played. And most of pop shows are exactly the same every night. They go with a click and the solo is the same. But jazz is, in a way, composing and creating on the spot and performing whatever comes to your mind. So I think jazz is safe so far because you need to create and to perform at the same time. On the other hand, as Luis says, I think it's really going to help. I've even thought maybe next Patax album is, okay, AI creates the album, we perform it. Why not? I'm sure the ideas could be amazing. I already did my work. I did 9 albums. Please learn from them and improve the concept and give me the charts and I will perform it. That could be fun. And I'm sure that the result could be amazing. I'm completely confident.
That reminds me to ask you, actually, has anyone in the band secretly prompted or created Patax AI track yet?
Not that I know. I'm the director of the band, so we have not 100% sure done any song with this method, but I'm curious. Whenever I have some time, I will ask. I asked once, I think it was Irakere and Patax, to see if it was an embarrassing comparison. And it was, a very interesting question because they are both very interesting bands. Of course, I love Irakere more than my own band. But then I started asking stupid things like, is the Patax leader a very handsome guy? And so I went some other stupid area, but I didn't really seriously use it yet to make a piece of music. But I will eventually do it, yeah.
Because I can challenge you, actually, our event in Montreux, to record certain beats of how you feel and actually combine that with Suno on spot, like think of lyrics, think of the beat, think of the rhythm, and come up with the first Patax AI track.
And we are good readers, so if they can print the charts, we could play it almost on the spot. So
Montreux Jazz Festival turns 60 this year, and one of the most iconic stages in jazz history. Have you been there before? Have you performed before? And what is the feeling now coming this year there?
I have not. Of course, I've followed all the bands that have played there. A while ago, before the interview, I went into Wikipedia to have my data updated. And yeah, I mean, I knew, of course, it's an amazing, completely top festival in the world. But I wanted to see exactly everybody that had played in history. And it's mind-blowing. Everybody has been there. No, we haven't.
And what can the audience expect from your closing set in the grand final gala?
Okay, I think that Patax, it's only understood when you see it. The videos, the albums, the Wikipedia, the Spotify, whatever, is just smelling a turkey. You have to eat the turkey, you have to see the concert. Other bands are more accurately understood in audio or video. Our band, I think, is one of those bands that you really need to feel in front of you. It's because it's about energy. It's not about notes. It's more about energy. So, you know, when the last albums, mostly the last one, I didn't write songs. I thought about energy on stage and what type of notes I need to get that feeling. But it's not writing music anymore. It's trying to tailor a moment on stage. And of course, you need charts, you need to write music to put that together, but it's not songs anymore. And the lyrics, the notes, the arrangement, the horn section, the dancer, everything is serving one only purpose, which is what's going on here. So that's the main reason to invite people to stay and see. Because if you go home and, I'll watch it in YouTube or listen to Spotify, you missed the whole thing.
I'm very excited to see you live and to see you on 10th of July performing and closing our gala.
I'm amazed for the opportunity having Patax on board. It's been a couple of years without working together. It was a pleasure. They're very professional guys, but I'm absolutely sure the way they start playing, the audience is going to get amazed. The people will not be seated, and we have to be sitting. The people, please, we are trying to record this, but it's very difficult because the energy, as he said, the energy they have is absolutely out of this world. It's so powerful, and I cannot wait to see you performing there in Switzerland, mate.
Me too.
Me too.
Thank you so much, Jorge.
See you soon.
Yeah, see you. Bye-bye.